So, good morning on day 7 of 14, so I'm nearly 1 week down. By the time I go to my bed, 1 week finished. Yes. Only another one to go. I think today I want to talk about low mood, because I'm feeling a little bit down. I did a blog a little bit earlier this morning, and then I've decided to delete that one. I don't think I uploaded it anyway, because I just felt I sounded a little bit moody and a little bit sort of depressed and just a little bit ungrateful, I think I sounded, and that's not really what I want to do. So I was in the shower and thought how to express that differently. I am naturally quite an up person, I'm naturally quite a buoyant person, but I do come from a family, my mother suffers from clinical depression. I was brought up in a household with that sort of vibe, for want of a better word. And maybe I'm only naturally buoyant because reactionary. Maybe it's because I was brought up in that environment and I decided at a young age I was never going to be that person, and I still stick by that. I will never be that person. Although it's in the back of my head that these sort of things can be hereditary, I will never let that happen to me, ever. Because I see what it does to you, and I see what it does to those round about you, more importantly. I think that's what's often quite missing. I don't really want to go into that whole quagmire of talking about depression on here, but I'd be happy to chat to someone if anyone saw this and wanted to, about my experiences of it. But what it does to those round about you is important, and people don't always recognise that. It's all about the poor depressed person, and you know, it's an illness, yes, and their problems and fixing them, but you don't really see what it does to those round about you, especially when you have a young child. You're a single parent mother and you have a child, and all you're doing is worrying about your depression. Where does the child come into that? Yeah, so anyway, that's my reality of it, and I will not let that be me. And at the moment I feel quite down, and it's been a long time since I felt down, and I think it's just lack of anything good to look forward to, lack of anything nice. Food makes up a big part of me, makes up a big part of what I enjoy, and maybe it shouldn't, I don't know, but it's part of my lifestyle, and I think it's part of all of our lifestyles really. And I just feel a little bit like, you know, but maybe this is normal, you know, coming off sugar and things, maybe it's normal just to feel a bit. It's been a long time since I've done quite a hardcore diet, you know, and you quite often feel like that on a diet, totally deprived and a bit depressed, so maybe I should just weather it out and don't be such a big girl. But at the moment I feel a little bit like I'm not getting anything good, so it's making me just listless and not want to do very much. Maybe that's normal for a lot of people on very low incomes, you know. So yesterday I tried my best to do this shopping at a local mini market. So I went into my local mini market. There's no way I'm doing that. There was just nothing good. Horrible cheese, big blocks of yellow fat, sausages that were more than 40% bulking agent. I mean, you know, nearly half meat, half bulking agent. Really? That's not a sausage. Findus crispy pancakes. Those frozen things that were like French bread but pizzas by Findus. I forget the name of them. Saw them. Just rubbish. Tins of stag stew. I mean, I'm just not, but all quite expensive. And no, it just would have made what is already quite a depressing 2-week period. You know, gone is the euphoria of Monday when I first started this thinking, oh, it's going to be easy and I'm going to get better and better and better at it. And now is the reality of it's bloody hard and depressing. But then that's why I did it. I wanted to, apart from raising money, I wanted to expand my experience of it. You know, I've always imagined it would be like this, but I haven't actually experienced it, so I can't really properly comment on it until you've done it. And it's hard. It's horrible, you know. Nothing to look forward to, the same thing over and over and over again. No money to buy other things. It's just so depressing. Demoralising, maybe. I don't know. Dehumanising in a level, yeah. Anyway, so I went to my local Lidl and I got some different things actually. They've got some meat products. It was quite cheap in there. Yeah, all processed meats, of course. So I got like frankfurters, corned beef. I actually got some cheese. I got some mastam. It's not proper mastam, I'm sure. It's like any of these cheap cheeses. It's just sort of sliced, inoffensively tasting dairy produce. Breakfast cheese, taste of nothing much. However, I quite like cheesy egg. You know, like an omelette with cheese in it. That's cheered me up a bit. In fact, today is Sunday. I might dig into next week's food because I bought it and have some of that today. Why not? I could have shopped for the whole 2 weeks on Monday, you know, and had everything anyway. You can rob Peter to pay Paul at the time, but you know, there'll be payback. If I run out of it later in the week, I'll have nothing. That'll be really depressing. However, I might make that choice today because I'm feeling a bit sorry for myself, frankly. Got more eggs, more of the same battery eggs, quite a lot of them, but I didn't spend very much actually, just over £9. I'll deal with it all tomorrow, what I bought and how much it cost. I was actually having a little look round Lidl and the people that were shopping there, and it was quite enlightening. There were some people that I wouldn't have automatically assumed would have shopped in Lidl, the way they looked. But being quite careful with the money, looking at prices of things, putting things back. So either that's to do with the state of the economy, or maybe they're just quite careful anyway, I've got no idea. But it was interesting to see that, you know. I don't normally notice that in supermarkets. Actually, one of the things I did notice was that usual thing in Britain of the car park was full of really big swanky cars, but they're shopping in a discount supermarket. I mean, I don't really get that. You know, it's like people that, you know, huge big Mercedes but live in a council house. I've never really understood that. You know, why not spend less on your leasehold for your posh car, like 450 quid a month, and have a smaller car and have a better life? I don't get it. I don't get that needing to show everyone how posh your car is. Very British thing. Anyway, I'd rather just have a tiny little car and have more money to splash around and nice things. Anyway, so anyway, that was an interesting trip to Lidl. You know, I've never really been in Lidl, and it's not because I'm a snob, it's just because I shop in the one supermarket and I don't really go from one to one for better produce and different ones and different prices, because it just takes too long. You know, it's so time consuming. You know, and I know people do that on a weekly basis, and it's not just those on meagre incomes that do it. Some people do it because they know that certain products are better in different supermarkets, and that's their choice, how they want to do it. But it depresses, the thought of that depresses me, just driving around millions of supermarkets. Ugh, they're hateful enough as it is, supermarkets often, without that. Yeah, but generally at the moment I'm just feeling a little bit low with the whole thing. However, I'm incredibly grateful for the support. I mean, I'm over 70%, I think that's amazing. I've had lots of messages of support from people I don't know, I had a message from someone actually who runs a food bank in the area I live, and she wanted to chat, it'll be really interesting. Yeah, so this is doing what I wanted it to do. I'm raising some money, and I'm also expanding my own experiences, giving myself some perspective. Will it make me more grateful for the life that I have, the lifestyle that I have naturally? Probably yes. Would it make me change some of my spending habits? Maybe a little bit, actually. I've noticed that there are certain things that, you know, I'm living on hardly anything. I mean, every supermarket trip I normally go on, I'm spending a fortune. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say how much I normally spend. We're probably talking about 45, 50 quid every time when I go to a supermarket, probably every day. I don't go and do a weekly shop. I go, when I'm home, I go every day and shop for that day. Just what I would like that day. And there's a lot of waste in this house. I've not really had any waste thus far because I've got so little. So yeah, it's made me rethink things like that, and that's important. Maybe I'll blog about that towards the end, you know. And I think it's partly because things are packaged in such big quantities. We've spoken about that before. You know, you don't get small amounts of things, small amounts of vegetables, you know, and I don't get through them, and then I end up throwing them in the bin. Because I don't want to eat the same vegetable day on day on day. That's the thing. But then supermarkets are geared towards families. You know, they give you value for money, big packets of things for a family. But when you're only feeding one or two, it's too much. It goes off before you've eaten it. So that's not great. Maybe we should get like a couple supermarket, single person supermarket. Can you imagine the flirting that would go on in that around the chiller cabinet? You know, your single meals. No. Yeah, anyway, sorry, my mind has wandered. It'd be pretty horrific, I think, that kind of supermarket, like some sort of cruising ground. Anyway, so today, last day of a week, and hopefully tomorrow I'll feel a wee bit better about things. But yeah, I just wanted to share the fact that it's sort of slightly getting to me, the monotony of it. And I'm sure that would do that for anybody, but I'm giving myself a little bit of a hard time about it. I feel that I should be more grateful and a little bit more upbeat about it rather than wallowing. But yeah, tomorrow's a different day. So thanks for all your support.